What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 23 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be going over players that you can buy right now on the auction house. They're going to be at very good value and instantly upgrade your MUT 23 team. Now, if you guys enjoy this video, if you like it, if it helps you out, make sure you go ahead and click that thumbs up button. Shows a lot of support on the channel, helps the videos get noticed. Also, if you're brand new here, you were searching around YouTube for MUT 23 content, whether it's how to make coins, how to get free players, how to build your ultimate team, you found the right channel for everything. Stay a while, click that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on as well so you guys are alerted when we drop additional videos. Let's get right on into it. So it's the very first Ultimate Legend weekend of the year, and unfortunately the market didn't crash as much as I think many of us hoped it would with the new cards, and they're very expensive cards at that, but hopefully you guys can make some upgrades on your team. And I think in this video we're going to go over some good value picks, some cards that I think are really good on the field at a good price for you guys to pick up and improve your MUT squad. Now, I want to start with the debate between who is the best QB in the game. So these aren't really value cards, obviously, both close to or over 1 million coins, but Brady versus Mahomes, which is the better quarterback? So I use both of them. Tom Brady, built-in gunslinger, gets really good abilities, attributes are good. That's not going to be the argument, really. This card is solid. I'm not going to lie, like, it was good, but it missed a lot of deep throws, kind of like a Zero Chill card, which was a little puzzling for me because the deep throw accuracy here is at 98 on this card. The Mahomes, on the other hand, has a very weird release, kind of sidearm. Both cards have built-in gunslinger, so that helps get the ball out a lot faster. To me, the Patrick Mahomes card is better because of the abilities, and abilities are so important in this year's game. You can get so many great combinations of abilities for 4 and 5 AP with this card because of the built-in gunslinger. I'm talking like Hot Route Master, Gunslinger, Pass Lead Elite, and Fearless for 5 AP, or take away Fearless and put an Identifier or Conductor and it's down to 4 AP. The Tom Brady card simply just cannot do that, and Mahomes is a little bit faster there, you know, better throwing power. So I'm going to give the edge to Mahomes as far as the best QB in the game. Now, if you're looking for some good value at quarterback, you're going to have to spend a little bit of coin, but we got two really good rental options. The first one is going to be Joe Flacco, which is an LTD. Remember, guys, and we're going to use this theme and thought a lot in this video. LTD's quick sell for 350,000 coins. This Joe Flacco card roughly goes for about 405k, so you can buy it at that price right now. In a month from now, it's not going to lose a lot of value because at bare minimum, you can quick sell it back and get 350k of the 405 that you spent. If you want a pocket passer, Flacco is your guy. Only 78 speed, but everything else on this card is great. He does get the Slinger 1 release, which is the fastest release in the game. I still don't think he throws it as fast as Aaron Rodgers, but it is pretty good, and you can usually use this card without Gunslinger. So for that reason, you can go with either Hot Route Master and Pass Lead Elite for 4 AP, or Hot Route Master, or Fearless and Pass Lead Elite for 4 AP, so you don't need Gunslinger. If you do want to use it, it's only 1 more AP, so you'd be looking at a total of 5 AP for the Flacco. The other option is Super Bowl Russell Wilson, and I feel like people don't talk about this card enough. This card was really, really good for me. The deep throws that he made for me were tremendous. He got the ball down the field. He gives you 94 speed, dual threat quarterback, and he gets pretty good abilities. He's better than Jalen Hurts for that reason, because of the ability cost on it. Like Jalen Hurts, you got to spend 6 AP to get Gunslinger, Hot Route Master, and Pass Lead Elite, versus Russell Wilson. He comes with 0 AP Gunslinger. That's huge. So you can go Hot Route Master, Gunslinger, Pass Lead Elite for 4 AP, or Fearless Gunslinger and Pass Lead Elite for only 3 AP. He is also an LTD, just like Joe Flacco, about 450k for Russ. So you're going to have to spend a little bit more, but the bare minimum you're going to get back here is 350k if he loses his value or whenever you're ready to sell it. There's really only one answer or card that I'm going to talk about when it comes to running backs I recommend. I mean, Quadfather is out there for you to get, but for me personally, I've had a more difficult time stopping this Derrick Henry card every time I face it with that lit up X Factor. This card is an LTD, so you don't have to spend any coins to power him up. He's going to quick sell for 350k, and right now you can buy him at about 400k. So this is a 50,000 coin rental for one of the best running backs in the game. With Bo Jackson coming out today, he's the new best running back in the game, but this card is amazing still. He gets Bruiser for 0 AP, and then I would recommend the Freight Train X Factor, activating that for 1 AP. You basically get it for the first 5 plays of the game, then it goes off, but it'll come back on for another 5-play span, and he breaks tackles like crazy. He's got 96 speed. He doesn't have great catching, but you can still throw him the ball. I have faced a lot of people with this card, and he's not out there dropping passes. So for Bruiser and the Freight Train X Factor for 1 AP for a 50,000 coin rental, this is almost a must pick up at running back. I know so far the cards we've discussed have been somewhat expensive for a lot of you, but with the rental options out there in the long run, it doesn't end up costing you some. So with wide receivers, I got 3 different picks here for you. And this is a position you're going to want to spend your coin on, right? You don't want to go too budget, but Drake London, I still feel like is one of the better wide receivers in the game. Definitely top 10, maybe somewhere around 5 to 7. 96 speed, 6'4", route running is great, catching is great. He's now down to 341K. This card started around 700K, and it's just been creeping its way down. And the closer he gets to 300K, the more I love it. And, you know, he gets good abilities, route tech or short and elite in that first ability bucket, or I'm sorry, second to last ability bucket for 1 AP. And then in the last ability bucket, he can get deep out elite for 1 AP. I'm pretty sure the combination I went with was route tech and deep out elite. And he also gets matchup nightmare for cheap too, which is another ability that a lot of people use on this card. But I think for the value that you're getting on this card, it is worth the 341K. If that is still out of your price range, I encourage you to check out this, and it's a new card, Gridiron Guardians Volume 2, Jamison Williams. He's 6'2" with 96 speed, route running good, catching good. He comes built in with mid and elite, which isn't really a great ability, but, you know, it's 0 AP. And if you want to add on, you can either go short and elite for 1 AP or deep out elite for 1 AP. If you're going to play him on the outside, go with the deep out. If he's going to be a slot receiver, go with the short in. That's where I played him. And for 150,000 coins, I mean, this card gets the job done. We put out a YouTube short video on him last night if you want to see him in action. Great value, good speed, good height, good everything. This is, you know, a #1 pickup for budget players. One last budget-friendly option at wide receiver. It's a card that's been on our list for months now at this point. It's Herman Moore, 95 overall ghost card. You know, 97 receivers are starting to be more popular. 96 is still usable, and so is 95. He's basically one of the faster receivers that's around that 200K price range. He's about 201 on average on both consoles. You know, 94 deep route running, 96 mid, 95 speed, as we mentioned, and he's also 6'4". He's going to give you deep out elite for 1 AP or short in elite for 1 AP, and if you want to combine those together, you can get it for a total of 2 AP. Let's switch on over to defense. We'll give you some pass rushers first here. I still feel like the Shaquille Barrett card kind of went under the radar. It's a card you could have earned for free and still can if you're working on your Super Bowl field pass from that free 94 overall hero fantasy pack. 92 speed. He's a left outside linebacker. Finesse move, power move, block shed, all 94. Very good there. Acceleration is 91. And remember, if you have that Super Bowl strategy item equipped, you're now looking at 93 speed with 95 acceleration. I mentioned you can get him for free if you've missed that opportunity, already made your free choices. He's only about 150K, so I think that's pretty inexpensive as well for a card of this caliber, and that Super Bowl strategy item, it just makes him so much better. He can get Speedster for 0 AP, which isn't like an amazing ability, but it's free at the end of the day, so make sure you equip it. And then if you want to go with Edge Threat in that last ability bucket, he can get that for 1 AP. Another good option, and I talked about this card a few times this week on my No Money Spent account. This is a Week 14 Team of the Week card. Javon Curse, left end, 92 speed. Like, he's just as fast as so many other pass rushers out there. We saw Bosa and Mad Max come out this week with 94 speed, but 92 is still pretty good for pass rushers. And this card, you know, that came out so long ago, at that time had 97 block shed, 93 power move, 96 finesse. Obviously, his card still has that, and that's really, really good. Now, he goes on average for about 225K. Please be stingy on the pricing on this card, because I saw a lot of people listing him for higher than that. You got to be patient. Get it at that price. If you don't see it, wait until you do. He gets double or nothing or under pressure in the second to last ability bucket for 1 AP, so you can go with either one of those. This recommendation is kind of random, but if you need a coverage middle linebacker, whether it's for you to user or for the AI to control, Ghost Ray Nitschke, still a pretty good option, right around 240,000 coins. He gets Lurker for 0 AP. So he's 6'3". That ability for free is going to help you get interceptions if you're using him. I think it works somewhat well when the computer is AI controlling him. He gives you 93 speed at the middle linebacker. We're starting to see 95, 96 speed guys, so he is getting a little bit slow, but this is one of the better value picks. The other guys are 4, 5, 600,000 coins. He gives you 94 speed, 97 hit power, 95 block shed. So good in coverage, can be a user, good zone, good hit power, good block shed, and he can come up and make plays with that acceleration and tackle against the run. Just an all-around really, really good card. I'm sure he's going to get one more upgrade this year that'll be top tier. Now on to the secondary, Darius Williams. We're going to get back to talking about rentals here. This is an LTD, so he quick sells for 350K. You can get him for about 400,000 coins right now. He was a rental on my no money spent account for a while. I know he's only 5'9". I'd recommend playing him in the slot, but I actually had him play on the outside on no money spent, and he still kind of did his thing out there. Now, with Harold Carmichael back in the mix, you don't want him covering Carmichael. That's not going to be good for you, but if you want to play him as a slot defender, he's got 96 speed, 95 man, 94 zone, 92 press, 99 jumping is really good. That's going to help a little bit with that height there, but overall, he just has really good attributes. 98 acceleration. He got a lot of interceptions for me. As far as abilities go, he can get pick artist for 0 AP, and then if you want to play him and put flat zone KO for 1 AP on him, it's in that same bucket, so you got to pick one or the other. I'd go pick artist there, but depending on your scheme, in that last ability bucket, you can either go deep out zone KO for 1 AP or mid route KO for 1 AP. The mid route's going to be good for man coverage. The deep out zone is going to obviously be good for zone coverage, and that's what I rocked on him. Put him on a lot of outside thirds on the outside by himself, and he made plays, like I said. I still think Champ Bailey, this playoff 96 overall card, when you factor in the cost of it and everything he gives you, is like the best value cornerback in the game. He's only about 340K. He's going to get pick artist for 0 AP in the second to last bucket, deep out zone KO for 1 AP, 6 foot even, 96 speed, 96 man, 93 zone. You can get strategy items to bump up that zone, and we have that Isaiah Rodgers motivator free card that you can earn from the GG2 promo right now that's going to add another +1 to play rec zone and man coverage. So you can boost this card in a few different ways, but he's been elite for me on my no money spent squad, the best corner out there, and I just think, again, for the pricing, the attributes, the abilities, all things considered, 340K is absolutely worth it. Now, when we talk about safeties, Steve Atwater, extreme budget option here, only about 150,000 coins. He's starting to get a little bit too slow compared to most defensive backs and the receivers he's going to have to cover, but 6'3", 94 speed, 94 zone, 95 hit power, and he gets pick artist for 0 AP. Really, really good budget option. That's really what it is. If you got more coins to spend, though, I would try to save those and maybe go out and buy a guy like this Marcus Williams, which is a brand new card that just came out, another LTD. Now, on average, he's like between about 450 and 475K. I think he holds his value for a while, but you're going to probably want to buy him soon because he's out of packs now and could go up in price. He's actually starting to go up in price. If you bought him yesterday, you would have got him cheaper, but he will quick sell for 350, so he's going to hold the majority of his value, and I think even at a 100 to 125, even 150K rental option on this card, 6'1", 96 speed, 95 hit power, 94 zone, 96 man. I mean, everything attribute-wise is really, really good about this card, and of course, when we talk about abilities, pick artist for 0 AP, deep out zone KO for 1 AP, pretty common with these types of cards, but a good value, and I kind of wish I picked him up. As he's starting to go up in price here, we might have to jump on no money spent and make the purchase. And then finally, if you need a strong safety, the market for these cards is a bit expensive. I think this AKA Jamal Adams is still a pretty good pickup, about 350K. You will have to power him up to get the good discounted abilities, but 6'1", 95 speed, hit power is great, zone coverage all the way up to 97. Man is a little bit low. You're going to want to use strategy items to boost that up, or just not play him in man coverage often. But to power him up, it's going to cost you more. Like I said, that will give you mid zone KO or deep out zone KO for 1 AP in the second to last bucket, and then he can get pick artist for 1 AP as well in the last bucket if you power him up. So there you have it. Those are some good pickups for you guys if you're on a budget. Hopefully we helped you improve your squad today. Let me know who you guys are picking up and adding to the team this weekend. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another video. My name is Popular Stranger, and I'm out. Peace.